Welcome, dear listener, to Baobab Tree Tales, the place where ancient African stories come alive. If you enjoy our tales, remember to subscribe, like, and share our channel so these stories can echo through time. Now sit back, open your heart, and let us journey to the lands of Angola, where drums speak, spirits stir, and tricksters learn hard truths. Under the ancient baobab, I tell you of Mona Muti, the young man whose tongue was sharper than any spear. It was festival night in his village. Drums pounded, dancers twirled, and flames reached for the stars. Mona juggled mangoes, tricked children with riddles, and boasted to all who'd listen. "Zola," he called to the chief's daughter, the woman he wished would see him more than a fool. "No drum in this village can match my rhythm. I could even tame the sacred drum itself." Zola only laughed, her eyes like warm coals. "Ha! The sacred drum! Even the ancestors would drum you into dust, Mona!" But an old griot stepped forward, his face lined like ancient bark. "Hush, children! The sacred drum is no toy. It sleeps in the forest of whispers. Whoever wakes it wrongly shall face the spirit's wrath." That night, the drumming still echoing in his mind, Mona paced outside his hut. He smirked at the moon. "If I play that drum, even the ancestors will cheer for me, and Zola will see." So, under the ghostly light, he slipped into the forest, each step a heartbeat deeper into danger. The forest of whispers was alive. Leaves rustled secrets. Shadows danced between tree trunks carved with ancestor faces. A great shape appeared, a spirit in the form of a giant pangolin. Its eyes glowed like embers. It hissed, "Turn back, Mona Muti. This drum is not for mortal hands." Mona only grinned, bowing mockingly. "But my hands are no ordinary hands, scaled guardian. May I pass?" The pangolin uncurled, then morphed into a massive hornbill, feathers black as night. It spoke in riddles. "I am the drum without skin. I speak but have no tongue. Beat me wrongly, and your heart will be undone." Mona tapped his forehead. "The forest, it is the drum. The wind is its tongue. May I pass now?" The spirit cackled and vanished into the trees. At last he found it, an ancient drum resting on stone, draped in feathers and beads. He reached out, his pride louder than his fear. "One beat, ancestors, just one!" Boom! The forest trembled. Shapes flickered, spirits of the ancestors swirling in moonlight. "Mona Muti!" thundered the largest spirit. "Trickster, thief of the sacred rhythm, why do you wake us?" Mona stammered, but his grin stayed. "Only to prove myself worthy, to impress a girl, maybe." Winds roared, spirits scattered like angry sparks. Trees bent, crops withered where dark spirits fled. Mona grabbed the drum, but it grew heavier, larger, rolling after him like thunder. At dawn, Mona stumbled into the village. The sacred drum bounced behind him. Villagers gasped. The elder shook his staff. "You fool! You've doomed us all!" Zola stood firm, eyes blazing. "Mona, what have you done?" Mona tried to hide the drum in a cooking pot, but it thumped from inside like a stubborn goat. "Hush, hush," he whispered, but the drum just laughed back. The spirits circled, demanding payment. Mona must answer 3 riddles or lose his voice forever, becoming the drum they beat for all time. "What is heavy as a drum beat but lighter than air?" asked the ancestor spirit. Mona scratched his head. Then he laughed. "A promise! What has many skins but no bones, makes many speak yet has no mouth?" Mona clapped. "A drum!" Final riddle. What does a trickster fear most? Mona's grin faded. He looked at Zola, at his people, at his reflection in the spirit's eyes. The truth! Mona knelt, resting his palm on the drum. "Ancestors, I confess, my pride was louder than your heartbeat, my lies thicker than any forest. I offer you my tongue, that it may speak only truth." A hush fell. The spirits shimmered, then vanished into the drum. The sacred drum shrank to its true size, ordinary once more. A faint drum-shaped mark bloomed on Mona's chest, a trickster's reminder. So they say, if you listen at night under an Angolan moon, you might hear Mona Muti drumming softly on his knees, the rhythm of truth learned the hardest way. Thank you for listening to Baobab Tree Tales. If this story stirred your spirit, please like, subscribe, and share it with others, so the old stories may live on and new ears may hear their beat. Until next time, may your path be wise, your laughter loud, and your heart forever open to the tales of Africa. Good night.